graph these. We won't do any magic here at all, but we'll just make up our own little graph here. Now, what's the first graph? What's the first equation up there? Inequality, sorry. Parabola. We know how to graph those by completing the square and all that stuff and getting the vertex, but I would just get the intercepts. If you want to do the working form, that's fine. What would we get there for the first one? Y is equal to x minus x squared minus 6x plus 9. I'm just quickly completing the square here. Plus 12 minus 9. So y is equal to x minus 3 squared plus 3. So our vertex would be 3 and 3. Right? So we'll plot that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's the vertex. Is it opening up or down? Look at A. It's opening up, right? A is positive. So I'm going to quickly find, because there's obviously no x-intercepts, right? Because it's opening up and our vertex is up here. So no x-intercepts. So there's obviously a y-intercept. Just for curiosity, let's plug in a 0 into x. What do we get? 12. So let's see if we can find it here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So up here. And obviously we've got an axis of symmetry, so it's going to be somewhere over here. Now, we're not too worried about perfection here, just the idea of it, right? So, everybody's okay with graphing that? I hope so. It's a parabola. Number one thing we should know how to graph. The circles and hyperbolas and ellipses and stuff like that. That's all, just to make life a little bit easier on us, okay? But that one, we should be able to do without any question mark. What's the second equation? It's a linear equation or inequality, so a straight line. So I'm going to isolate y and graph it using y equals mx plus b. So, D, you ready for this? Okay. So I'm going to isolate y. Let's add the 3y over. So 3y is going to be equal to 4x plus 24. Divide the 3 out, I get y equals 4/3 x plus 8. Got to plot my y-intercept. What's up, Caitlin? Don't look at me like that. Yeah. So I'll plot the 8. So 3, 6, 8, like so. My slope, I got to rise 4 from that and run 3. So I go up 4 and I run 3. So we're kind of right in the middle of our parabola now, right? So I'm going to draw that going like so. Everybody comfortable with that one? Sarah? See what I did? Okay, we plotted the 8, right? And then we rose 4 because slopes rise over run. So I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I ran 3 just to get my second point. Good? Now, x equals 3, what kind of equation is that one? Straight line again, right? Where x always equals 3. So let's go to x equals 3 just to see what this looks like. And I put a point there. And x is equal to 3 here, and here, and here. What kind of line is that? It's a vertical, yeah, a vertical straight line. So I'm just going to draw a line vertically through all of these. Okay? So if it was a y equals, it would obviously be a horizontal line. No difference. Okay? Now we got to check some points here. I'll pull out some color. Not for you, but for those notes. So what point do you want to check? Yeah, let's check 0, 0 for all of them. So on the parabola here, if I plug 0, 0 in, I'm checking the outside of the parabola. So when I plug that in, I get 0. Is that greater than 12? No. So we just checked the outside, and that's not true. So that's right back. I'm going to shade inside here. So like so. Okay. Now I know you guys don't see that color, but it sure looks pretty on there. Holy smokes. Okay. Let's check for this second equation, the straight line, I can check 0, 0 again. And I'll be checking on the bottom side of that line, what I'm going to call the bottom side. So if it's true, we'll shade there. If it's not true, I'm going to shade up above that line. Okay? So when I plug 0, 0 in, obviously 0, is that less than 24? Yeah, so all this works down, you know, like so. All underneath that line because it was true, right? All right. Now, we're going to check this one. I'm going to try 0, 0 again, right? Because if x is 0 here, I'm going to be shading the left side of that vertical line. If it's not true, I'll shade on the right side. Okay. So if I plug a 0 in there, is 0 less than 3? Sure it is. 0 is less than 3, so I'm going to just go like this. Good. Now, wherever it's, because there's 3 equations, it's got to be like triple shaded, you know, or triple colored, or whatever you do. Okay, totally up to you guys, how you guys recognize this. That's our solution for this. So I can see triple shading going on right in here. I'm going to color it all in nice and pretty. Look at that. It's like we're in grade 1 again. Sweet. There's our solution. So there's graphing inequalities. Good enough? Good enough? I hope so.